It really is an honour for us to be here today. Both Alison and I have come back from Australia, and we're really pleased to be involved in today's event honouring Robin's contributions. This afternoon's program highlights, I suppose, yet again that Robin's influence goes far beyond computing. Animal breeding, statistics, and computing. It's quite amazing what's happened, with our collaboration over the last 30-odd years, and it's been an amazing journey. Hopefully you'll be able to see some of the things that Robin's done in the next 3 talks in these other areas. It's rather curious because Robin's passion is still animal breeding. We all know that. In fact, that was reminded this morning with Jeff's story that we've heard many times about how Robin was a difficult child, caused by being kicked in the head, I believe, or whatever, or horned. Actually, it was horned. I don't think it was kicked, was it, Robin? It was horned, I believe. He's not going to tell me the story again. It's typical, Robin. Thank you for that. But true to Robin's generosity and his kind spirit and his long-standing interest in solving problems and being helpful, he has made a huge contribution to plant breeding and animal and trees and other areas. But I think he's always been rather annoyed about having to work in an area which is not just animal breeding. There's many things that frustrate him, other than just working with myself. Some of the things that we have to face that he still hates, these partial replicate designs that I've thought of, obviously a stupid idea that Robin's told me many times, spatial variation. I think there's a man off the street comment about variograms that he keeps reminding me that they're useless. Genotype bioenvironment interaction and factor analysis, as you'll see in Alison's talk. He's very frustrated by what we do in that area. So, yeah, there's a lot of things that have been annoying to Robin, but he's persisted and he's been incredibly generous and very influential. Even just recently, I met the new tree breeder for the radiated pine breeding company in New Zealand. And this is a funny story because, unbeknownst to me, this fellow actually went to one of Robin's postgraduate statistics courses here at Edinburgh, and this lovely chap who's a really nice man, Mark Paget. I don't know whether you probably don't remember him. Oh, you do, Raphael. Yeah, Mark told me some of the stories about Robin's unique lecturing style and the students and how they really enjoyed his unique lecturing style, and Robin's unique dress sense, how they all were absolutely taken by his dress sense and his wonderful, colourful coat that he wore for the full term, and so that was a really interesting anecdote. On a personal note, one of these, all the time that Robin came to Australia to visit, to work and collaborate on various projects and things that Arthur was alluding to, and Alison will tell you about. He was incredibly inspired and generous with his time. He stayed at our place, and we had a commercial property, and we had an Angora goat stud at that time. We've now branched out into cattle breeding because I've learned my lesson, and so now we have a cattle stud. And Robin's always very enthusiastic about getting out there on the farm and helping. And he has a very unique style of herding goats, and my goats always seemed to be quivering in the back corner of the paddock when Robin turned up. I've got lots of anecdotes, but I'll save them for tonight. But probably his most brilliant skill during his farming days with me in Australia, I had a commercial stone fruit orchard at the same time, and Robin would come out in the morning to pick the fruit early in the morning with me, and he would be my bucket boy. And the problem was Robin thought he could pick the fruit as well as being a bucket boy, and so it was a challenge for me up on a 7 or 8 foot ladder, standing up there with the wind blowing, to turn around to look for Robin, and he wandered 20 metres down the tree row, filling up the bucket, which was also very good. But again, it was his generosity of spirit and his and his kindness and friendship which endures these 30 or 40 years, or 35 years or whatever since we've known each other. I don't want to take up too much more time because a lot of what Robin and I have done together is going to be encapsulated in Alison's talk. And I'm also mindful that Ian and Fred have got lots to say. In fact, Fred has always astounded me at how many slides he fits into a very short presentation, and I'm told that the only person that can match Fred's number of slides is myself. So I want to make sure that our speakers have maximum time to present their stories. So look, on that note, I'll pass it over to Alison to talk about Let 'em Grow. Thank you.